Howdy cowboys, my name is Alexandra Bell, and this probably isn't the video that you were expecting to see from me next. So this video is going to be almost entirely unscripted. I have a couple of dot points in front of me, but that's like it. The reason for that is because I'm actually having a lot of trouble writing the script for my Best of 2010 video, and that's because uni has been kicking my ass lately. I'm just coming off of exam week, and I've spent pretty much the entire time since I uploaded my Worst of 2010 video just like studying and doing a million different assignments, and all of that has just completely zapped up my creative energy. So this video is happening because I need to get the review juices a-flowing. Why did I say that? And also I'm making this because I want to start incorporating K-pop content into my repertoire, I suppose, because K-pop is actually the genre that I listen to the most. It's easily my favorite genre of music, and I want to be able to talk about it without just like cramming a couple K-pop songs at the end of a top 20 ranked, and I want to give them their own dedicated videos. So I'll be doing reviews of songs, of albums. I'll just do some like fun videos. Actually, I have two that I'm currently planning, which I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they're very fun and exciting. They're just going to be extremely self-indulgent. I'll probably do some like however many best songs by a certain group videos. I'll definitely be doing one for 17 and NCT. But yeah, so I'm gonna quickly give you a little background on BTS and my personal relationship with their music. So BTS are a 7-member K-pop boy group, if you didn't know. They debuted in 2013, and they've been going strong ever since. They broke into the American pop sphere in 2017 with their title track DNA. That was very much the launch pad that they needed to kind of propel themselves into the pop music landscape. I've actually had a pretty strained relationship with their music for a while now. So I got into K-pop in early 2016 when I was 14, because someone who I was friends with at the time was really into K-pop, and she was like, hey, there's a group called 17, you might like them. And so I listened to their music and I was like, oh my god, I love them. And 17 is still my favorite group to this day. They're my favorite music artist of all time. I love them. And then she got me into BTS right after, and I really liked how high concept a lot of their stuff was. I got into them around the Hwangyonghwa era. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry, the Korean language. But I really liked what they were doing. And then they released Blood, Sweat, and Tears at the end of that year, and I loved it. I still love it. I think it's one of the best things that they have ever done. And then they followed that up with Spring Day, which I think is also one of the best things that they have ever done. But then they followed that up with DNA, which was this like 2014-esque EDM-infused pop song that was very bad. Looking back, it's a lot worse than I remember it being. I liked it at the time because I was 15 and didn't understand the concept of not liking everything that your faves put out because I was 15. But pretty quickly I kind of realized, oh, this is not a very good song, and I'm just deluding myself into liking it. And then Fake Love happened in 2018, and then Idol happened, and at the time I definitely recognized that it was a bad song. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I don't think it's very good. The mixing is terrible. I have a lot of problems with it. I'll make a video about it someday probably. Boy with Love happened last year, and it was great for like a week, and then after that point it was like, eh. Yeah, just like kind of meh. It's a meh song that like ran out of steam pretty quick. And then they dropped On earlier this year, which will be making an appearance on a list in December because I don't like it very much. Wink wink. On was kind of the point where I had completely and fully like lost hope in their music. I was just very resigned to the fact that they probably were not going to get any better, but luckily this is a very positive review because Dynamite's really, really good. So I want to talk about the music video first. I'm a really big fan of the styling in this video. I think it's one of the best styling that they've had probably since Blood, Sweat and Tears, actually. I really like how colorful everything is. I love the number of funky patterned shirts in this, like the button-ups. I love that. That's like my favorite kind of clothing. And so thank you, big hair. Mwah, mwah. I really like the kind of pastel ensembles that they have at the start and the end of the music video. I specifically really like Taehyung's pastel blue outfit. I think that looks really, really good. I love the jewelry, specifically like the earring. I love the glasses. I love the hat thing. I think it's a hat. I don't know. I love that pastel blue on him. I think it's just a really, really nice outfit. During the scenes where they're in that room with like the lights, I don't know how to describe it. I'll put it on screen because I'm bad at describing things. But I really like Namjoon's outfit in particular in that. I think that the button up is really nice. It's really well fitted. I love the colored sunglasses. Those are like my favorite things, like maybe ever, other than funky pattern button up shirts. I really, really love Hoseok's outfit in the I think it's like a donut shop with the yellow pants and the yellow sunglasses and the black shirt. I think that looks really great on him, and it's just really vibrant and really fun, which I think just fits the tone of the song and the video really, really perfectly. And I know nothing about dance, so I can't comment on the choreo at all, because if I did, I'd be talking out of my ass, because I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So if you know about dance and have thoughts on the choreo, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear it. I'm really interested in what you'll think about that, because I don't think about that. Now I'm going to talk about the actual song. So I really like the verses, actually. I think the verses are really, really fun, specifically from Namjoon, Hoseok, and Yoongi. I mean, I generally just love the rap line a lot. I think the rap line are really, really great. I just really like the way that the song builds as well. How the first verse starts off with like these, like mostly bass and percussion and like a low synth maybe. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. And it's really like soft and nice, and it builds and builds and builds up to the rest of the verses and then into the chorus. It's very bouncy while still maintaining the smoothness that it needs. I really like the disco. I really like disco in general. And so a disco pop, K-pop song thing is really great. It really appeals to me. And I love me some bright electric guitars in my K-pop, in my pop music in general. They add just such like this really nice, vibrant color to the song. It adds an interesting dynamic to the chorus. Speaking of which, I love the chorus. I think the chorus is fantastic. And I like to talk about that key change, baby.
Y'all dumb motherfuckers want a key change.
I really like the bridge as well with the
light it up with dynamite.
I think it gives like a really nice break to the song. I think it really like kind of manages to bring it down a bit while not slowing it down and without sacrificing the energy of the song, which I think is a really hard line to walk, but they managed to do it really, really well. I love the horns. I love a good bit of brass in my music, especially in my disco, so thank you. Really, really good horns. I'm gonna quickly talk about a couple of the performances that really stand out. I love the rap line, like I said. I think Husuk is, as per usual, my favorite part of the song, even if I think he should have been given a bit more to do, but he's really fun. He has so much charisma and so much energy, and I just think he has such a fun presence that works really well on a song like this. And I also love Namjoon and Yoongi's verses, as always.
This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Levies, citizens, honey. Yeah, this bitch ching like money.
They both have really great flows and a lot of energy and a lot of personality, which I say that the whole rap line just has a lot of personality. And I think Jungkook is also the vocal standout for me. I really like his kind of more raspy tone on the first verse, which gives a really nice contrast to the music.
Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong.
And I think that his pronunciation is also really, really good, especially for someone who isn't fluent in English. He's really, really good, and I just think that he has a lot of control over his voice. And finally, I want to talk about my boy Seokjin, who I think should have been given more to do, but we've been here with that. Big Hit does not give him the lines that he deserves. The line distribution has always just given him the short end of the stick, but what he does get to do is really memorable, and he sounds fantastic. He sounds really good. His voice is very bright and has a very interesting tone to it, which I think adds a really interesting dynamic to the vocal palette of BTS's music. So he really stands out here. And I finally want to talk about the lyrics. So this is their first song fully in English, and not gonna lie, I didn't notice that it was in English until like my second or third listen. I don't know if that's because I'm a dummy, but I think my theory is that it's just because of how seamless it feels and how not jarring the English is, which in a lot of K-pop songs that are fully in English or mostly in English, not all of them, but a lot of them, it feels a bit weird. So you really notice. This isn't always the case. Like, I think that SM groups generally, their songs that are in English or mostly in English work really well. My favorite examples of that are Regular by NCT 127 and Bad Boy by Red Velvet, the English versions of those. SM just generally has really good English writers as opposed to YG. Looking at you, bitch, I'm a star, but no Patrick. And I think that the writers for Dynamite did a really good job. And I looked into it, and apparently the song is in English because they were just kind of like, it just sounds better with the song being in English as opposed to Korean, so they just kind of did that. And I think that was a really good creative decision. It does fit really well to the point where I didn't even notice. Also, they've gone on record saying that this song was made with the purpose of kind of lifting people up during, you know, the hellscape that we currently live in. I think they did a really, really good job of that. I think that they really succeeded in accomplishing their goal. It's definitely been a really good pick-me-up for me, at least, and for a lot of people that I've seen talk about it. So, well done, and thank you. So my kind of final overall thoughts on the song is that it is a gigantic step up from everything else that they've done post Spring Day. I think that it's also really, really addicting as well. I've gone back to it way more than I thought I would. Like, I'll be watching something else and I'll be like, what if I just like go back and watch the Dynamite video, and then I'll find myself just kind of pressing the replay button a million times, just because I just really like it. It's a really enchanting song, almost, in a weird way. It just kind of really captures your attention. I'd give it a strong 4 to maybe a light 5 out of 5. I'm a bit like I'm being a bit tentative with that, because I'm not sure if this is gonna be another boy with love situation where it's great for a week and then it's boring after that. But I'm gonna give it a tentative 5 out of 5 at the moment. Who knows what will happen in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I've been Alexander Bell. This is my take on Dynamite by BTS, and take care.
Let the